I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the London Black Knights.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Black Knights have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And around the goal line, a especially on two-point tries. Sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Fields, and that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Kupp now on the return. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And
that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Fields. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the giver speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Fields on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Fields on 1st down. Robinson's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Fields throwing again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw, Fields. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. A big play there. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. What is going on? Here, 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Black Knights have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. They'll drop to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Out of the gun, Fields. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 33.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Kupp. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been magnificent as we start to roll on all these touchdown passes he's had so far. It's been fun to watch.
It's been almost poetic, hasn't it? Captain, my captain. And this captain is playing so well and leading his team. As you mentioned, the great number of touchdown passes. He's looking really, really sharp.
Now maybe he just wants to add to that total, right?
And why not? More the merrier.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there. 64 yards. And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first half lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 74 yards. And the Black Knights just continue to roll. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. From the gun, here's Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Now nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. London about set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Black Knights are pouring it on. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes This often goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike, check 33.
They'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now, what you're rooting.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. From left side, taken in by Kmet.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Montgomery running right, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because one... He took off. I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just... And the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's able to get it out of there. That's taken it around the 40. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. London about set to take over on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready to laugh.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They'll roll him out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights just continue to roll. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And, you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half?
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10, and he won't quite make it to the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's... complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second and very short.
Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On first down, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Draw play, Fields gives to Montgomery.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Bryant. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. to throw on third down. Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jameis Winston strong in the victory as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Patrick Mahomes strong in the victory as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Black Knights take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. And what a big-time play there. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields throwing middle, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. To throw is Fields. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Fields. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields now to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on.
And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Black Knights are pouring it on. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure? Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Kupp now on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. London about set to take over on offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now it's Fields. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To the air again, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone. Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game. Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there. Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number. Earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here? Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away. And this returnable for Cup. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
On 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fielded at the 20.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. London about set to take over on offense. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Black Knights just continue to roll.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering. It's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now Fields completes a Mooney on the slant.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
They push him back 8 yards.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's going to take another shot here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Black Knights are pouring it on. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 10,
Fields.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. London about set to take over on offense. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached a point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben?
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights just continue to roll. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Fields on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess they catch all it.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears now ready to take over again.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Well, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Now, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Setting down a kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's going to be brought sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. He'll look to throw. That's caught, and he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.